Good morning, students. We have completed the unit number 1. Okay, in that one we have learned about the mathematics regarding the projections and other transformations by using matrix algebra. Okay, and these matrix calculations will be done within the computer. Okay, so that is why we are using the computer for creating the different objects, and also we have learned about the mathematical treatment of different transformations, projections. Okay, right now we can move on to the next continuous topic is geometric modeling. Okay, the concepts behind the modeling of geometrical objects that we will learn in this unit very thoroughly. Okay, right. So what is meant by geometric modeling? What is meant by geometric modeling? So before going to that one, what is the meaning of geometry? What is the meaning of geometry? What is the meaning of geometry? Or what are the different geometric elements? Geometric elements. Geometric elements. We know all these elements, but here the term we are using the geometric elements. So these are nothing but line, initially point, straight line, curved lines, next planar, rectangular plane, square plane or circular planes, next 3D objects like cube. Okay, 3D objects like cube and other spheres, all these are called geometric elements. So geometric elements are one is 1D elements, that means one directional elements, and also 2D elements. Okay, planar elements or planar elements. 2D elements means planar elements. Next 2.5D elements, that I will tell you later. Okay, next another one is 3D elements. Okay, different 1D, 2D, 2.5D and 3D elements are geometric elements. Okay, so how to model these geometric elements, that we can learn in this. Not only model but also creating the object. So modeling of individual element is very much easy. Modeling of individual element is very much easy. But here we have to learn, assemble the different geometric element to get the final geometrical object. So why we are going for the geometrical object? Because we require the 3D modeling or 2D modeling or 1D modeling of different objects, and they have to assemble themselves to get the final object regarding mechanical components like piston, cylinder, crankshaft, connecting rod, and also different brackets, and also all the objects those are learned in the machine design subject. Suppose if you want to model them in computer, we should know what is the background of how to model and how to assemble them. Individual components, how to assemble them, that we have to learn in geometric modeling. Okay, so what are the geometric elements? Once again I am reading. So 1D elements like straight line, curved line, like that. 2D elements like these are planar element and also circle, like that. Planar elements, all planar elements are 2D elements. 2.5D elements means planar elements with third dimension we are not specified, that is arbitrary. Third dimension we did not specify for the 2.5D elements. Okay, that is arbitrary. Next 3D elements means complete details of the object in all three directions. Okay, so these are the different geometric elements. In this unit we will learn about how to assemble, how to create them on the computer screen, and also how to assemble them using different transformations, and how to get the different views by using projections. All these things you can learn, okay, in this geometric modeling. At the same time, creation of different elements means we have so many, not only these things, a straight line, curved line, like this, not only these things, but also we can learn about the different Bezier curves, synthetic curves. Bezier, so many synthetic curves are there. Those we have to model by using geometric modeling. They are specified by using different equations. We know that straight line definition is easy. Along circle definition, rectangle definition, those are easy. But different other most general elements are also there. Geometric elements are also there. Those also we can learn in this subject. Okay, geometric modeling. Not only these regular curves or objects, but also free-formed objects like cubic spline, Bezier curves, B-spline curves, all these things we can learn. Okay, in this geometrical modeling. Okay, this is a very, very important topic and also very tough. You have to practice yourself at the same time. Okay, next. What are the objectives of geometric element? Now, if I explain all these things, you may be understood or you may not be understood. You can go this one after completion of the unit. You can go for the objectives of geometric model. Then you can easily remember the different objectives of geometric modeling. What are the objectives, not objects? Objectives of the geometric model you can learn at the end of the unit. At the end of the unit. Now, what are the requirements of geometric modeling? What are the requirements of geometric modeling? Requirements. Okay, so if you listen here, try to read out all these things. In this one, complete part representation including topological and geometrical data. That is one requirement for us. How? Observe the heading carefully. General requirements for geometric modeling. General requirements for GM. GM means geometrical modeling. Geometric modeling for GM. GM means geometric modeling. What are the general requirements? The first one is complete part representation. Complete part representation. Here the part, different parts. You can go for the DMM subject. There we have so many components are there. Each component is a part. How to represent them? With the help of topological and geometrical data. With the help of topological and geometrical data. Geometrical data, what is meant to go for the geometrical data? What is meant by geometrical data? Suppose if you want to represent a component like this, a circular component. What is the geometrical data here we required for circle, center of circle, and also next one is the diameter of the circle. Diameter of the circle. Diameter or radius of the circle. If we specify center C and diameter D, then we can go for the modeling of circle. Similar way, so that geometrical data we require. Okay. At the same time, not only for this simple component, I told that one. Suppose if our component is a combination of different geometric elements, then we have to specify the geometrical dimensions. Here nothing but geometrical dimensions and a location. Geometrical data means geometrical dimensions and a location. All these things we can learn. We have to specify here. We have to specify that data we required here. That data we required here. Okay. For circle, usually center and radius or diameter, and also for different curves, different location and dimensional data we require. Okay. And also including topological data. Topological data. What is meant by topological data? That we have to learn here. Here we can learn easily. At this moment, simply I will teach that one, topological data. Then later on you can go for the, there is a topic regarding this topological data. Okay. Suppose if we consider for this one, in order to explain topological data, now I will tell, I will explain by taking one example. For that one, okay. Right, topological data. In brief, I will tell it at this moment. Suppose if you want to create an object, suppose if you want to create an object like this, and also suppose if you want to create an object like this, okay, what are the geometric elements required and what are its associated? What is this associate? For their associate. Okay, so for that one I will explain topological data what we require. Here how many straight lines are there? This is one case and here this is another case. Here how many straight lines are there? Here we have 1, 2, 3. 3 straight lines. Here we have 3 straight lines. This is circular. How many circular arcs are there? Only one circular arc. One circular arc. One circular arc. So these are the 3 straight lines. 1, 2, 3 and one circular arc. One circular arc we require here. Okay, for this modeling this object. Okay, this object. But what about this one? What about the second one? For the second one also we have 3 straight lines and one circular arc. Same thing we can apply here. So what are the geometric elements required for modeling these two components? One is 3 straight lines and curve, and for the second component also 3 straight lines and one curve. Okay, right. But what is the difference between these two objects? This first object and second object. What is the difference? How to model these two things? So here the only difference is here we are drawing a circular arc in this way. That means concave way. Concave way we have to draw the circle. That means this circular arc is coming into this portion. Okay, and here this circular arc will leave outer way. That means convex way we have to assemble to these 3 straight lines. Convex way. Here we are assembling using this straight line for these 3 straight lines. So that is what is called topology. That is what is called topology. Topology means here, okay, associative nature of the geometric elements. Associative nature of geometric elements GE stands for geometric elements. Associative nature of the geometric elements. What is meant by association? You know that one. Suppose if there are 10 individual persons, if those 10 individual persons work together for a single cause, a single objective or single motive, then all these 10 persons are called associated for a single task. Okay, that is here also the associative means here we have 1, 2, 3 straight lines and circular arc. Here we have these 3 circular arcs, these 3 straight lines and one circular arc assemble themselves for getting object 1 and object 2. How they are assembled. That is the important case. That is important one, and that is called associative nature of the geometric element. Here the cause is convex circular arc. Here the cause is what is the requirement? Convex circular. Okay, one is concave circular and another is convex circular arc. Okay, right. For this one, so that is called topology and are associated nature of the geometric elements. Right. So that is the difference between part 1 and part 2, or component 1 and component 2, or geometry 1 and geometry 2. Okay, right. That is what he explained here. First one is geometry. Geometry means shape and dimensions. That is what I told you. Next one is topology. The connectivity and associativity of the object entities. The connectivity and the associative. Connectivity means this end and this end both. Here we have 2 ends, straight line and curved end. Here we have 2 ends, circular line and curved end. So this circular arc is connected with lines 1 and 2 at their right ends. Here also the circular arc is connected to lines 1 and 3 at the outer connecting points. And next one is associated. How they will connect it? Here we are getting concave way, here we are getting convex way. That is what Topology, very important, this one. It determines the relational information between the object and entity. Okay, right. Next one is able to transfer data directly from CAD to CAE and CAM. That is what able to transfer data directly from CAD to CAE. CAE means computer aided engineering. CAD means computer aided design. Okay, so that suppose if you want to, we have a model different components by mathematical representation. That data we have to transfer directly from CAD system to CAE engineering and support various engineering applications such as mass properties, mechanical analysis like FEA and FEM, tool path creation for CNC and so on. Tool path creation for CNC and so on. Okay, so the model component must be applicable to know the mass properties. What are the mass of the object, weight of the object, and density like that, and also mechanism analysis like FEA analysis, finite element analysis / finite element methods, and also tool path generation. This is for measuring, and these are for analysis, these are for modeling. So for design, modeling and analysis and creation, so the model component should be compatible ga undali. Compatible, that model component should be compatible. That is what general geometric modeling requirements. One is complete part information including topological and geometrical data. Geometry is nothing but shape and dimension. Topology means connectivity and associative. Next one, able to transfer data directly from CAD to CAE and also to CAM also. And also it has to support some engineering applications such as mass properties, mechanism analysis like FEA and FEM, and tool path generation. For all these things, the data must be supported for analysis and other things. These are the major requirements for geometric modeling. Very important requirements, general requirements for geometric modeling. Very important, this one. Okay, next we can move on to the next topic. Benefits of geometric modeling. What are the benefits of geometric modeling? That we have to learn here. So the first one is first benefit. Let it be first benefit. First benefit. You can take like this. Okay, benefit one. Right. Stored in mathematical form. Okay, geometrical modeling. We can store the geometric data in mathematical form. So modification can be easily done by commands like move, rotation, and scaling. So this one movement and translation and rotation, scaling. All these commands you can easily apply to the mathematical forms. So geometric modeling computer is very much benefited for us because we can do the translation, rotation, transformation, projections, all these things with the help of computer. We can do those things. Hence, using computer, geometric modeling is, and also representation objects using in terms of mathematical form is very much useful for us. That is one benefit. Mathematical representation is our benefit for geometric modeling. That is first one. And next one, you move on to the next one. Some more definitions benefits are here. Some more benefits are here. One is generally, suppose if you don't have computer, you have to prepare the prototype of the component. So listen carefully. Suppose we don't have the computer, we don't know the modeling of any component in using computer system, then we have to go for preparing the prototype and we have to test that one. So that is very costly. Prototype is nothing but a simple a small object that will represent the real-time object. రియల్ టైం ఆబ్జెక్ట్ రిప్రజెంట్ చేసే విధంగా we have to prepare one small object. That a small object is called, the small object is called prototype. The small object, that prototype modeling, the preparation of a prototype and testing on it, that is very much costly and time consuming. So in order to avoid that one, by using computer we can easily prepare the model of the component and within less time and with less cost, and also we have to do the test on it. That is what first benefit. Second benefit here first, and in the previous slide we have one benefit. So next one is needed for, that is costly and time consuming. Next one is CAD eliminates the need of developing prototype. This is what I told you. Next one. Computer compatible mathematical description of the geometry of the object is called geometric modeling. This is what we have told earlier. Next, fourth benefit. This one is the fourth benefit. And in this one, CAD software allows the mathematical description of the object to be displayed as the image on the screen of the screen of the computer. That means we can visualize the modeling and analysis of the component on the display terminal like CRT tube or any LED screen or LCD screen. Okay, so when we are visualizing those components on different screens or geometric screens or display terminals. Screens are nothing but display terminals. So we can easily visualize what we are modeling and what is the analysis we are doing on that component. That is what we are doing. Geometric modeling benefits. Okay, so these are also benefits of geometric modeling. Next we can move on to the next one. Next topic is steps involved in steps for creating geometric model. What are the steps? So far you have knowledge about the modeling and mathematical treatment, transformations and projections. So up to now we have this knowledge. So then what we have to do for, what are the steps required for creating geometric model? From those knowledge we have to categorize the steps of geometric modeling. Okay, right. The first step is creation of basic geometric element objects. What is the first step? We have to create basic geometric objects. You know that one, basic geometric objects. What are those? Points, lines and circles. So we have to create how many points required, how many lines you require. Lines means straight. How many circles we require, how many different freeform curves we require, how many splines are required. That we have to model, or how many 2D objects or 3D objects we require. That we have to model, creating basic geometric objects. First create that one. Basic objects are these points, lines, straight lines and other things. Ellipse, all these things. Next one, transformation of the elements. After creating these elements, what we have to do? We have to transform. We have to make them to either translate or rotate or scale or reflection and projection. All these things we have to do. We have to do. That is what is called transformation of all these elements. Created elements. Suppose one element is here and another element is here on the screen, another element is there. And then how to get the final component? For modeling final component, we have to move all these elements to the proper location, and we have to assemble them, we have to scale them, or we have to rotate them for required orientation and other things. Okay, so transformations of these elements we require here. Next, third one is the creation of the geometric model. Third one is the creation of the geometric model. So what are the geometric models here? Here up to now we have 1D elements or basic geometric elements like point, circle, ellipse, elliptical or something. Then to create the 3D object or 2D object, 3D object, what we have to do? We have to sweep, we have to loft, we have to shell, make a shell, we have to merge. All these things we have to do. Okay, right? Then only we will get the final 3D component. All these things you can learn in detail in the subsequent classes, but at this moment I can tell you only sweeping, rotation, lofting, shell and merge operations we required for creating the 3D model from 2D or 1D models. Okay, right. Some more steps are told you. Here we have some more steps are there. One is during the process geometric element modeling, the computer converts the various commands from the software into the mathematical models. That we know that one. Already I told you. And also stores them as files. That is already I told you. Finally displays them as the image. Okay, these 3 points you know. Next one is the geometric model created by the designer can be opened at any time for reviewing, editing or analysis. That is also possible. That is what I told you in the previous points. Okay, right. Next one, methods for creating geometric modeling, wireframe modeling, solid modeling and surface modeling. Here majorly you can think the geometric model. Here majorly you can think that geometric modeling is nothing but creation of solid models. Creation of solid models. Geometry modeling is nothing but 3D models we have to create. 3D are solid models. What are the different approaches? What are the different approaches? Majorly there are 3 approaches. One is wireframe modeling, next one is solid modeling, next one is surface modeling. By using these 3 types of modeling techniques, you can create the 3D objects. That we can deal in the next class. Thank you very much.